Hey everyone, what's up? I am Alex David. This right here is
Quincy.
And welcome to the Nomikai Podcast. Yeah, of course, it's our weekly podcast that we upload every typically Saturday. This is probably actually going to go up Sunday, actually.
Most likely.
Because we could have recorded it last night, but we kind of drunk a little bit, and I was kind of tired also, honestly. I was
spirits were passed around and shared.
Yeah, like
things went down.
Yeah.
But we had a good evening.
So I forgot this is not a regular chair, so I can't just sit this on my crotch. Awesome.
And for those of you wondering why I have a hoodie on right now, it's because it's a windbreaker and it's keeping the wind off me. And my microphone is perfectly placed right on somewhere on my hoodie.
Definitely. But let's take the time to wish happy birthday to Quincy.
I am 24 now, people.
Yes.
To that middle-aged years.
You're almost there. Almost.
I'm almost to that mid-20s.
Oh, you're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
And then a year after that, I'll be in my late 20s, and I'll be getting 30, and then I'll really be getting to middle age.
We don't want to talk about that. But also, let me also say happy birthday to another personal friend of ours, also to Rivera. Yes, happy birthday, Rivera. She's getting dusty. She's not exactly dusty. No, what am I kidding? She's dusty. So.
She's what, 23?
23. She dusty. I'm dusty. Hey, if I'm dusty.
She's only a year younger than I am?
Yeah, me and her are the same age.
Oh.
Yeah. So like she's getting dusty as well. So I'm gonna have to make sure I send her the link to this video right here, so she can know I even said happy birthday again because I'm such a kind sir. Now you might be thinking, of course, what is the drink of choice this weekend? And it is, of course, Captain Morgan rum.
Captain Morgan rum.
And we have it.
Put it up too far because there's a big ass fire pit in front of us.
If you couldn't see, man. Also, we have mixed with it Coca-Cola.
The classic combination of rum and Coke, or for those who also know it, it's also whiskey and Coke. But rum and Coke is pretty classic, standard if you're gonna go out.
Yep. And I specifically, of course, picked out this drink for this weekend simply because it is my man's right here birthday weekend. So I thought it'd be nice to hook it up a bit with a drink that I know for a fact he loves.
It is delicious.
Yes, I knew
really
what.
Good.
The moment I found out, or not even found out, I already knew your birthday. The moment I decided about this podcast and I was thinking, oh wait, Quincy's birthday is gonna be coming soon. I gotta pick a drink that right there for a fact I know he's gonna love. Like he likes his alcohol, but for a fact I was like, let me pick out his but rum and Coke or Coke and whiskey or his go-to if he's at a bar like that's new.
Pretty much.
Like
you see me around and you're wondering what type of drink if you want to give me a drink, trust me, Coke. Rum and Coke, Coke and whiskey. I'll drink it.
Yep. We actually are on the roof as well. Still, we actually
back
just
on the roof now, so as you can see by our beautiful city skyline on the background here.
We actually moved locations because the fire pit was on.
The fire pit was on. It's actually giving us really good light, and also
it's actually really chilly in Los Angeles right now.
Yeah,
for some reason.
For some reason, most nights it's been below 40, which doesn't sound that cold for some of you out there that are like, well, in my town, it's -3. Well, Chicago, number one, you shouldn't be living there in the first place.
Roasted.
Okay, the weather there is always terrible, and but
it's we're used to California, so it's the way we're just used to it.
It's mostly sunny.
Exactly.
The lowest that we usually get in California is maybe 62.
Maybe. And we barely tolerate that around here.
And 62 is like, people will be putting on their jackets at 62.
I think that's weird though. Okay. I kind of look at them like, what are you doing?
No, people
like,
will be putting on jackets at 62. But if you're chilling, it's like this is definitely weird weather for California, especially like entire weeks worth of rain, which really makes no sense.
This 2019 has actually been a weird, year. It's like start to the year. Because we've been actually having weather which is normal. Honestly, it's normal weather for places sort of like this where it doesn't really snow, but it still has the weather of being cold and then it'll rain and all that. This is a normal thing for other states that doesn't really snow. But for California, we're kind of used to, summer 24 year. Wrong. 24 is 365,
Wrong.
Yeah, so.
Big facts, my guy, you were wrong.
Yeah, so it's weird right now. for us at least.
Yeah, for California, this is definitely weird weather.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we got this fire going right now. Honestly, it's actually a great shot too.
Yeah.
We were loving the shot.
And also, it's a nice change, you know.
Right.
In comparison, like actually a friend let me know that when she was watching our last podcast, which was indoors, she said it's kind of weird because I'm used to you guys being outside instead of like indoors. Like, and then like she felt distracted. So I hope this is a better scenery
right.
to look at, and it looks good. It does look
pretty
good.
Calming, you know.
Like it.
Got a good little skyline of the city. Got a good fire going right now.
Yep.
We're enjoying the fire a lot, honestly.
Oh, yes.
It's super warm.
And it's really chilly out
throughout
tonight.
the video,
so.
you might see us do some crazy stuff, but that crazy stuff, trust us, we're not actually going to do anything that's going to hurt us. It's just that. We want to be warm.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about already. I kind of did it already before.
Yeah, we already kind of did it before. As you can see, we're fine. Nothing bad happened. It's just that we're going to do it again, and we're just not going to explain it. It's just going to be a thing. So.
Yep. So I already want to just apologize if the lighting does seem kind of bad. If it doesn't pick up that as well because of the fire as it gets darker. Maybe it will. We're looking fine from what I can see from here. So hopefully it doesn't become bad. So prayers. But, I hope you guys, of course, enjoy. Let's get into it. There's a few things I actually want to talk about in regards to some good news is, I know I don't want to keep banging on it, but let me just talk about, I'm happy on the drastic 180 turn for the Shield Hero. As in, like, at least for people who are watching it. Like, it went from people absolutely hating it on the first episode to now loving it. And it's making me warm and fuzzy. And
it makes me warm and fuzzy, too. It's like, hey.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. You cannot judge something off of one episode. And if anything, if one episode could spark so much emotion throughout the community, then that just begs the question. How good is this anime? Like, all right, I gotta check this anime out just because if it made people that pissed, I don't even know what's gonna make me feel like.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, like, honestly, when it comes to it, it's like, shouldn't you actually be happy that a show is bringing emotion out of you in some way? And honestly, you are pissed off. Where, honestly, I was also pissed off when I first read it.
Yeah, when I first read it was kind of a.
But I was pissed off for a different reason. Like,
I was pissed off for the character because the character got put in a situation that's like, damn, that sucks ass.
Yeah, like we're all angry at a different thing.
It's basic, like inside the Shield Hero, what happened to him is exactly the same thing that happens to women when they get slut shamed. Where literally, no matter what no matter what you say, no matter what the truth is. Yeah, I know, it's pretty good, right? It's like no matter what you say, no matter what you do.
You're right when you said candy.
You're gonna be wrong because everybody around you just sees you as a negative thing. That's what happened to the Shield Hero. He became a criminal. He became a rapist. He became untrustworthy. He was a monster.
A demon and all that.
It's like, okay, that in the Shield Hero's world, or not in the Shield Hero's world, but in the world that the Shield Hero is in, that's basically the same as slut shaming. Being considered a criminal or a slave or a demi-human inside that world may as well mean you are a complete, utter trash or garbage or useless.
That's a good way to look at it.
To society. And that the only thing they used to be used for is just to be used.
Yeah, basically, and that's what they try to do.
That's the idea that they were trying to get forward to people. Like, this is the world that they live in, where women's word is law. So if you were accused of rape, you are going to most likely face the harshest punishment of death penalty.
Yeah, that's what it is.
In our first episode too, so I'm not gonna get too far into it.
Yeah, if of course you want to see us get all heated.
Yeah, if you want to see us get really heated over the controversy of Shield Hero, episode 1 and 2 and part. No. Yeah, no.
Just,
episode 1 and part 1 of episode 2.
You mean episode 2? Like, I think it's like episode 1 we talk about how we're excited.
Yeah, episode 1 we were still talking about how excited we were, but episode 2, part 1, we talked about, we got more in depth of the Shield Hero and the controversy around it.
Oh yeah.
Part 2, we got more into. We actually started getting into the actual normal content of the Nomikai Podcast, which is bringing you guys that like to drink, that like to have fun, that like to watch anime, like to read manga, some new content for you to either check out or just hear about and see what other people think about it, and just so you can get that feeling of.
And I'm glad we
I
actually.
got friends out there.
I'm glad we actually added that to this podcast to recommend some stuff. because I know for a fact that some show, like me, like for whenever I watch a show, I watch everything.
Oh yeah.
Like like me, like you are, like the way you are with manga, I'm the way with anime, where like I will sit down and I will watch everything in a single day, and then like I'm like, oh, this show's amazing, and then like awesome, and then then I'll read it, and then for you read everything, and then when an anime does come out, you're like, I need to watch this, like now. Like you didn't, like for example, like you read that time I got reincarnated into a slime.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't know there was an anime out for it for like a while, and I knew it was out for like maybe like.
I had no idea
like
that
for a few months.
When I got reincarnated into a slime was an anime. I had been reading the manga for like so long.
Yeah, he has been.
And then the manga
he recommended it to me.
Started to get slow. Like it just dropped off. It was like, what happened to the manga? Why am I not getting the same amount of posts?
Yeah.
Turns out fucking anime was made, and that's probably why the manga slowed down, because
that's typically what happens.
Everybody's the artwork's now going to animators so that it can become an animated series.
Yeah.
So that the story can progress in a more movable fashion.
And I had to, like, when he's like, there's a show of this? I'm like, yeah, you didn't know? And like, I was like, I thought you knew there was.
Nah, because I haven't been following it.
But then again,
the last anime I actually watched.
Like before, of course, the Shield Hero and all that came back.
Hero and all that was Super. Dragon Ball Z Super.
Oh, right.
That's the last anime I actually watched. It's been a while since I watched anime.
And you didn't finish the Super yet, right?
I haven't even finished Super.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still catching up to Super.
Hey, I'm also need to catch up on it too. So I guess we could start like a binge watch on that.
A binge watch on that.
Ooh, actually, I just came up with a crazy idea.
We still got to see the movie too.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen the movie.
We want to talk about the Broly movie, but obviously we still have not exactly seen it yet. Either most of you.
Like I've seen it.
You saw the movie?
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so you found one on YouTube?
I saw one. I said that last time. Yeah, I watched it on YouTube.
Okay.
And the controversy that came with it from one of the voice actors.
I did read about the controversy. I did see about some of the videos where it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
Broly's like, meh. But it's like, okay, I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know.
It's a Dragon Ball movie. I don't give a damn. But yeah, you got to check it out, dude. It's awesome. Like, I'm letting you know, it's really great.
All right, I'll check it out.
But anyway, besides that, like, I just love, I actually I have a love-hate relationship with communities when it comes to anime, because a lot of people like to, it seems that anime has been getting more attention recently, and like as a negative thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of like SJWs or feminists are attacking anime as of recently, and I kind of like love it and I hate it. I love it because now they're in a field where I know I'm gonna win debating, but at the same time, I don't like it because something I value since I was I enjoyed it since I was a kid, and all that, and I'm just like, yo, you need to
crush what I love.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not killing your favorite heroes. Like it like sucks. Like actually speaking of crushing heroes, I remember I recently rewatched the Temptations movie, whatever, and I was watching it and I was just like, oh, I love the Temptations. I haven't seen this movie since I was a kid, and then I love their music, blah, 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 and then I was like, let me watch this thing. It's been a minute, and then I was like having a reminder, like, man, some of them were rather fucked up. Only 2 of them were actually kind of decent people.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like watching the, what was that movie? The 5 Hearts? The 5 Heartbeats? It's a movie about a black group, black singing group that just what they had to go through as singers, where one of them really fell out because he got way into drugs, and it fucked up his voice and all that good stuff. And they all kind of just split apart and did their own thing. But they all came together as they got into older age and figured out that it's like, oh, okay, no, we're all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
like,
all still friends. Like, oh, it's
and
that's a little heartwarming story, but.
Yeah, but with Temptations, I was like, man, Dave Ruffin got into drugs and like he was abusive, and his voice was so good. But I was like, he's kind of an ass. And then like Eddie, he was really loyal, of course, to David, but like, he was, I think he was just too kind-hearted, I guess I would say, like but he was like abandoned, like,
He would abandon his responsibilities, basically.
Yeah, and then who else was it? It was like, the only 2 decent people from the group as people was Blue and, wow, I cannot remember his name. The only one that's alive out of them right now. I can't remember. And Blue's death made me feel so sad because he was in a wheelchair, and then he was just like, the way he died, it was just, he was just like, oh, don't worry, Mama, I'm gonna get that food. I'm gonna take the long way as he's pushing his wheelchair. I was like, oh, that's cute. And like, yo, come on, Blue, hurry with that food. hey, where you at, man? And they go in. He just, I guess, died in the kitchen while mid trying to get the food.
Oh.
And then I was just all like, oh, my heart. He was such a genuinely nice guy. Like he looked out for everyone and all that, and
died in the kitchen.
Yep, while trying to get food for Mama.
Damn.
And
don't worry, Mama.
Yeah.
I got that food.
And then it's like,
yeah, that sucks to die before your mama.
Oh well, I don't think it was their actual mom.
Okay,
but I think she was like a mom figure to the group in general.
Okay.
Like everyone in that group called her Mama.
Ah, got it.
And but it was all rough for me. I was like, I was watching. I was like, man, I feel bad for all of them. It's honestly, I think that movie is actually a good movie to kind of like remind us like who we are. I guess I would say it's a good way to look at it as, hey, if you do become famous, now remember who you are. Remember where you came from, and then stay humble.
Remember who you are.
Like because when you let fame get to your head.
Remember where you come from.
Exactly. When you let fame get to your head, you can end up just like messing up and making huge, major mistakes in your life that could have been easily avoidable, and all that. So it was like one of those things. Oh, now I gotta who?
Oh yeah, you know me. Rum and Coke is like my favorite.
Yeah, I got distracted talking.
It's like, ain't no common courtesies this time around, my brother.
I understand. But anyway, that's enough the blibber blabber. We can actually start getting into this whole segments and whatever. And since you started the segment, this is my time to catch up. So, of course, you can start talking about some anime you've been checking out recently.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get in here real quick while you, I'll pour your Coke real quick while you go on.
All right. So the anime that I like to recommend to you guys this time around, this one, honestly, is it's a little bit perverted. I mean, it's a lot perverted, honestly. It's a lot, but it's one that actually has a pretty decent story inside of it, while at the same time providing you with a lot of action. You probably might already get a gist of what I'm talking about, but it's called Seki no Quasar.
Son of a bitch.
Yep, he knows what I'm talking about. For some of you out there, you probably also know what I'm talking about. But Seki no Quasar is a anime/manga about these children gifted with abilities of basically the periodic table, where they're all given an element, a control function over a specific element on the periodic table. So you have people that can control cobalt, people that control sulfur,
iron,
people that control iron, which is actually the main character. The main character is somebody who fell into the periodic table as iron. He can control all things iron. Iron in your blood, iron metal, just regular iron metal. If it's got iron in it, he can control it. Now, this is gonna put some of you off of it because it's like, oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, get to it.
Good fighting. Yeah, good storyline. Yeah, I mean, stop looking at me. It's Trent's Gare.
Go ahead.
Making me feel bad.
Tell him what the
big catch is to this anime.
Exactly. Go ahead.
So the big catch to this anime. By the way, the story is that the main character is trying to get back at the people that made him the way he is, along with all the other children, and just kind of make things and kill off a man who can control the element of gold.
Ooh. Because
this person ended up kind of doing what he wanted to do, only without the actual plan of saving lives. Like this guy, like the main character, ended up losing friends, people he considered family, and so that's the ultimate story.
We know what we want to hear. We want to hear the catch of all of this. Beating around the bush and shit.
I gotta sell them on it part. I gotta give them enough to make it so like they don't just be like, hold up. Hey. So the main catch is that if any of these people, elemental users, want to use their powers, they have to.
What do they need to do, Quincifer?
They gotta consume
Huh? They need to consume what?
They gotta consume brown mail.
I don't think they heard you, man. I think you gotta say it a little louder. Loud and clear, good.
So the main character and everybody else that has these elemental powers, in order to use them or to get them to even greater lengths, greater abilities, they have to consume breast milk.
Did you just say breast milk?
Yes. These characters have some of these different characters who also apparently also work for the government every now and then. They have what are known as retainers, and these retainers are not like, you know, your average retainer where it's like, okay, we make sure that the assassin gets their job completed, they get out okay, and that the mess is cleaned up. No, these retainers are more of like, hey, I'm running low on juices, whip out a tit. That's
running out of juices. Did you mean running out of milk?
got milk.
Got milk. God.
So bad. I shouldn't be making jokes about that. But yeah, that is Sekino Quasar. It's a really great action-filled anime with some perverted moments.
That's what he recommends this week, so you guys should definitely go check it out. Because would he ever steer you the wrong way?
Hey, at least I didn't go Girls Bravo.
Not yet.
No, I'm not going Girls Bravo. That's an anime you don't actually need to see at all.
All right, ready for my turn?
Yes.
Hey, you guys ready for a complete fucking U-turn? All right, so what I recommend this week, well, I feel really awkward after kind of you picking that.
Oh, my turn to mix your drink.
Oh, yes, please. Yes, I drunk it real quick because I can actually with this drink because, you know, it's like a candy, like you said.
Yeah, it
so
is.
I can actually drink it like easy. I can pound it, no problem. But anyway, and I can also pound someone else. I'm not going to say names. All right. But anyway.
Let's just say it's his favorite time of season.
Actually, it is too. It actually really is. Anyway, this U-turn.
You better make sure she sees this video. That'll get you some brownie points.
Oh, maybe. I'm going to say, hey, skip to this number. All right, anyway.
Hey, skip to this time. That's what you let it say.
Here's a timestamp.
Shout out.
Anyway, the anime I recommend this week, of course, is Berserk. Yeah, that was a U-turn. I was like,
what?
Yup, Berserk, motherfuckers. All right, so you want to know what this motherfucking story is about? Now, here's the thing. Okay, if you're a veteran, you heard of the rumors of Berserk. All right, I like the flame. It actually makes me look evil as I'm telling the story.
I know.
Now,
right? Oh my God.
Berserk is a rather fucked up story. Okay, so it's about a young man.
That's
all right, who literally gets pretty much betrayed by everything that ever exists. All right, he's born in this world just to fucking suffer. Like, I think, like, wasn't the way he was born is his village, like, or his mom's village was like pillaged and then beaten, and then she was hanged, and the way he was birthed was literally he fell out of her from the uterus.
Hey,
and the people that did this were like, oh, I guess we're gonna take this baby. And then
I love that explanation. The people who did it are like, hey, I guess we're gonna take this baby. Like,
and then
it's our baby now.
And then they, you know, he's raised into some village, and then literally, I remember one of his training was he was like, oh, it was some epic foreshadowing right here. You ready for this epic foreshadowing they put in there?
Put it in there.
What they did was, as he's a boy training to how to use a sword, they're like, oh, Guts, what are you doing? That sword is too big for you. The epic foreshadowing for the Dragon Slayer he wields later in the goddamn series. It's that I don't.
House.
Exactly. Not a sword. It's a house. You can live on that sword if you wanted to. A family, a five.
If that sword can fly, he could lay down and just let the sword carry him.
Yeah, he can use it as a surfboard if you wanted to.
Silver Surfer 2020.
Yeah, but seriously, okay, so this story, and here's the thing, he eventually, he does like small jobs at first where he's like, taking out bandits and stuff like that. Then eventually, he gets his best friend at a goddamn kingdom, whatever, and they go on adventures and shit. And then eventually, his best friend, who's like a prince, whatever, gets into power and whatever and all that. I said whatever like 2 times in that sentence. I didn't need to do that, but I don't give a damn.
Yeah,
and literally, like,
no one's gonna notice.
Yeah, and literally, after like you know, he had this feeling of emptiness as a friend because Guts went on anyway to continue his adventure. Met a nice lady. They got a little funky, Guts got in, you know, or as I would say, Guts got in those guts, and and it was just
into those guts.
Basically, and then his own friend betrays him at the end of it. Now, I don't want to tell you the scene of that betrayal. Trust me, it is so bizarre. That's the way I'm going to put it.
It is bizarre.
It's so bizarre, it's going to leave you questioning everything.
It might even make you want to question your own friends for a hot second. Like,
exactly. Like, it literally will just, like, the ending makes no sense the way it, you know, kind of doesn't. Don't worry, if you read the manga, it continues, and it's just as brutal and gets more brutal.
It does.
He most likely has read through most of it.
I've read the manga. I've watched the anime too. Though.
Yeah.
The Berserk's
I did.
old.
Yeah. You know, I've done it. I didn't watch the new one. I heard it was trash.
There's a new one.
Yeah.
That's probably why I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty trash.
I haven't heard about it. I guess no one's talked about the new Berserk.
All I've heard from it was trash, and I was like, oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, whoever did the remake should be feeling pretty bad about them.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to mess up Berserk.
Berserk, you shouldn't be able to mess up. I've seen hentai about Berserk. That was
my favorite. No, I'm gonna say it right now. It sounds weird to say it, but my favorite hentai from Berserk, I know that sounds a weird way to start a sentence, is the one where he literally grabs his dick and hangs it over his fucking shoulder.
It from a distance, and when I say a distance, when you haven't actually clicked on the image at first, it looks like he has like a shawl or a scarf, like he's hugging over his body. It's like, maybe that's like his actual sword that's hanging out there.
Yeah.
And then you click on it and you're like, oh, no, that is his member. That is his full extension flopped over his shoulder like he's carrying a fucking body.
That's apparently flaccid.
That was a weird one.
Yep.
Anyways, back to the normal Berserk.
Yep. That was all I had to say. If you want something crazy, it actually has really good action. I think the action scenes were actually really well.
Yeah,
it actually did
really well.
And I think that the storytelling is actually pretty good for its time, and the art style and the animation was actually pretty decent. So I have to give it bonus for that as well. Oh. Uh-oh. We got a phone call here.
Hello. What's up? Nope, we're just doing the podcast right now.
Facts.
You're okay. We're gonna do Popeyes tonight, right? Sounds good. What's up? What's going on? No, we don't have any plans to go out just yet, but...
Well, I'm gonna do it.
Huh?
I'm gonna do it.
Oh, so I guess he does want to go out.
Damn right I do.
Probably after eating.
Yep, right after eating some Popeyes.
You want to come out with us? Yeah. Come along.
Let's get fucked up,
Come
girlfriend.
along, little bear. You know I love it when you come with us. So if you want to come, heck, I love your company. So
it's alright.
And Alex just likes to be a dick. So don't mind him. Probably Cantina or Beta House.
Both. Fuck it.
Or both.
Fuck it.
Oh yeah, or we could go to Paloma too. Oh well, no, we're gonna get Popeyes. So go to Paloma.
Yeah, if I go to Paloma, I want to eat some. Actually, I can do both. Shit, I don't give a damn. I can eat. I'll eat enough there, and I'll eat some over there too. I don't give a damn. I'm not cutting this out of the video, by the way.
All right. Right. It's like, shoot, you might just want to lay in bed, have some mimosas, eat some chicken, have a mimosa, and just call it a freaking day. I can understand that. Right, fire pit's going right now too, so.
Toasty. Ooh, we should eat up here.
Yeah. Huh?
We should eat up here. Eat some Popeyes, eat up here.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. see you soon, baby. Oh yeah, we're almost done with it actually, I think. Get close to it.
We have like a half hour left.
Oh, thank you. I'll talk to you soon, baby. Bye-bye, baby.
I'm keeping this in.
The whole 2 minute and 50 conversation between me and my girlfriend.
Yep, I don't feel like editing that shit.
Why
So,
not?
because I even gotta look for it.
Not even. It's like
It's at 30 minutes. I'm not gonna look for it.
it's at 30 minutes. I'm not gonna look for it. It's literally 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yep, not doing it. Anyway.
Or 3 minutes that you delete out.
Anyway, moving into the next segment here, where we
Alright,
talk about some mongoose and all the
Mongoose?
some mongoose. What I actually want to recommend is a silly one, because I like to recommend, of course, for the noobish of the manga world, because that's what I am, a noob. And what I want to recommend is Swap Swap. Yep, Swap Swap.
I think I know that one.
Yep, you most likely do. You know what it's about?
The girls like
Yep, what the girls do every time they kiss, they swap bodies. Yep. Specifically 2 characters. They can't. Well, they don't know. They haven't tried it. They haven't tried swapping with other people. But as far as they know, between each other, they swap. And okay, fire. You want to calm down before you burn my whole leg off? I like it, but I don't.
I could use my good leg burning.
You know, like.
Come on, fire! Tempt me.
But anyway, it's a cute manga series. It's like basically a 4-panel, I would say, manga series where, literally, the girls the way they found out is they accidentally bump into each other. And they happen to just kiss each other, and they swap bodies, and they're like freaking out, like, oh, and they're freaking out. And while they're freaking out, they're like, okay, just pretend to be me for like, a little bit until we can figure out how to fix this. It was kind of obvious what they had to do. Even I thought it was obvious, but they're high school girls, so I'll let it slide.
You gotta let them figure it out themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I would just try it again. So.
Just try kissing again.
So then they found out they could swap, and they actually found out the cool uses they have with these powers that they are able to possess with each other. For example, one of the things is like one girl doesn't like bananas, and she's like, I always wonder what bananas taste like. And I always hated bananas, so she swapped with her, and she was like, oh, bananas are so good. And the other girl's like, let me try bananas in your body, and then she's like, oh my god, it's awful. And they found out random like things like that. Literally, this is one chick who's like, she like loves just like, as she's like eating whatever, she's just like, I'm like, man, I wish I could eat more, but I'm so full. She's like, hey, come here. Kisses her, and starts eating the food in her body. And then I'm like,
okay.
So I was just like, that's lit.
That's lit, all right.
And then, it's a cute, funny, it's like, slapstick comedy. Like, it could be used in a more serious way if they wanted to, but they were just like, fuck it, let's make this a joke. And they did a good job with that.
Warmed up one leg, now I gotta do the left.
You gotta show some love. But yeah, that's all I recommend. That's all I can really say about it. Go right ahead, the floor is yours.
I actually got I actually have a manga, I guess you could say genre.
Ooh, a genre.
To kind of share with everybody, and that is it plays off of the reincarnation cycle, but it's kind of more of those reincarnation cycles where things didn't quite go right. So there's one called Death Magic. This one is about a guy who gets transported to another world to basically be a hero, but God, during this process, gathered a bunch of people to do this, and through a name mistake, somebody else with the same first name as this guy, but a slightly different last name, got all of his powers, all his gifts, while the main character was just given a very vast amount of mana, like an endless amount of magical supply.
Ooh, hope you cover for the arm so you don't knock that thing over.
Right. And God basically was like, dude, I'm sorry, I did not know
Oops.
this. Oops.
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 My bad.
So he sends him into this world, and because all he has is this vast amount of magic, he can't really do anything with it. Inside of this world, they lock him up and use his body for experiments so that they can create death magic, the ability to actually raise people from the dead, to control dead bodies, to use curses and all that stuff. And with a lot of these test subjects inside of this facility, a lot of them die, except for him because he has a large mana pool.
Yeah.
Once he manages to acquire the death match, they basically perform a lobotomy on him. And I think it's called a lobotomy, but it's basically, if you guys don't know what that is, or if I'm getting it wrong, I'm gonna explain it so that people can get it right for me. basically it's the process of taking out like someone's frontal lobe.
Oh, is it biopsy?
So that, I mean, really, they took out they took out a good chunk of his brain to make it so that he couldn't walk, he couldn't talk, he couldn't move, he couldn't do anything on his own. But with this magic that he had, this death magic, eventually he made it so that he basically just kind of was like healed himself using this cursed magic. He made himself an undead.
Clever.
And then finally managed to escape this prison with this newfound magic.
I think it's the biopsy.
I think it's called biopsy.
Yeah, biopsy. I watched a lot of House recently.
Something like that. But yeah, so he gets out of, he finally learns this magic, gets control over it, he makes it so that he can walk, he can talk, he can do everything else again. He finally escapes this facility that's been torturing him for years inside of this world that he was supposed to be a hero in, only to end up a subject of torture and experiments.
Yep.
And the heroes, all these other people that he was with, end up coming to the facility as fighters, as heroes.
Yeah.
And he thinks that, oh my God, they're there to save him, only for them to kill him on the spot because there was an emergency warning that an undead had broken loose at one of their scientific facilities. And it was going on a rampage and needed to be taken care of. So this guy who was supposed to be a hero, who thought he was supposed to save the world, who thought he's doing good, got tricked, got tortured, got experimented on, and then at the end of the day, when he finally thought he had freedom, he got murdered by the very same people that came to the world with him.
Damn.
When he meets God a second time, God then tells him that there's nothing really he can do for him besides put a curse on him to make it so that in his next life, that's right, he gets reincarnated twice.
Oh.
So in his next life, he'll be killed off quickly so that he can be reborn back into a normal life and just live a peaceful life. But of course, this character that got forced into a first life with an oops, and then a second life with an oops, was pissed at this god. So he said, you know what? Fuck you. In his second life, he remembered the death magic. He let it control it as a child. It's actually really cool. I like it a lot.
That actually sounds good. That sounds good right there.
And another one I recommend is something called I just directed out. It's not very long. They just came out with it, but it's called Revenge of the Hero Rawl. Yeah, Rawl. And it's another one like that, where a guy got summoned into another world to become a hero. He defeats the Demon King only for the kingdom to turn against him and kill him because he is the next, besides the Demon King, he is the next strongest power that could possibly stand against the kingdom. And of course, anybody in power, especially political power, doesn't want anybody that can basically take them out with actual raw power or with other political power.
Or roll power.
So he ends up getting killed by the kingdom only to curse the kingdom and everybody inside of it, so that he would get his revenge. And lo and behold, he did reincarnate so that he could take his revenge. And there's a lot of mangas, out there kind of having that feel to it of heroes being fucked over. Badly.
I wonder who started that trend.
Badly. Like Shield Hero is he did get fucked over badly, and I think that may have been kind of the start. But definitely, it was like, no, man, these heroes are.
They're like we go one up it.
A lot of these protagonists are literally getting killed at least twice inside their rebirth or summoning. So, very interesting concept. I'm liking it a lot. It's a little bit more of a darker twist towards that genre of reincarnation, rebirth, different world. So if you want to check stuff out like that, do it. I would recommend it. I'm enjoying it a lot. I'm still looking for more. Otherwise, that is the veteran side of mangas this week. We're going to pass you off to Alex here. Oh, wait, no, you already did the... No, you didn't do the manga yet, did you?
Huh? No, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I start first.
Okay, yeah.
I did swap.
That's the second drink kicking in.
I did swap.
Swap, that's right.
Yeah.
So that concludes the anime and manga proportions of the recommendations that we have. Now we're on to Idle Chatter.
Of
based
course.
off of just news, anime news, manga news,
all that goodness. and whatever's going to be happening here. Actually, let me make fun of something. I was going to wear a completely different outfit here tonight. I was going to wear my...
my foot completely just sitting there. It's like, yep.
It's just enjoying the fire. It's like, consume me. But,
this is what we were talking about, by the way. I'm still not going to fully explain it, but yeah, this is what we're talking about.
But I was going to wear a completely different outfit, actually. I was going to wear my good old-fashioned Confederacy outfit in general, but I got lazy. I'm going to be honest. I just got lazy. And we kind of were getting up here kind of later than expected.
A little bit, but
yeah.
It's kind of nice to do it at night.
Yeah.
Because we do get lightings that we want, and at the same time, it's fairly quiet out.
Yeah, it's a lot quieter. Everything's quieter at night. That's just how it is in life. But
once we get awesome shots like this from the fire pit. What's up, y'all? Yeah. I'm glowing. We glowing up in this BZ.
But anyway, but honestly, I don't even have much to even want to talk about. I haven't heard any news or anything recently. Nothing really coming up, but
I haven't really heard anything either. I will say this though, for anybody that's also been keeping up with the Sheer Hero, how fucking cute is Feudo?
The cutest motherfucker ever.
How cute?
Oh, excuse
is
me. Let me
Feudo?
watch my language. Your dad was letting us know.
I know what you mean, but it's like how cute.
She's adorable.
Feudo? Oh
She's
my
adorable.
god! When she burst out of her and he climbed on top of his head, I was like, oh, my heart.
No, and remember when it's like, oh, look, Feudo, and also Feudo is happy about her little carrot. I was like, ah, my heart.
My heart can't take it.
Yeesh. Yeesh. Can't handle that. Oof.
I wanted to color her so
Oof.
bad. There's never been a single cartoon or anime character that I've seen that I was like, I want to cuddle so bad until she turned to a little girl. That's when it was
no,
like,
we have to make fun of that. No, not another allegation.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen, like,
Chris Hansen's like,
you were tiny for, oh, now for me?
Now for me? I'd like to talk to you for a second. Hold on now.
Take a seat.
No.
My big bird. My big
Hey, hold on now. Okay? Big bird. All right? I had very big bird.
What? Where?
I'm lost. Small child. Big bird. Where's my big bird?
What? Where? No. Almost as good as my yawns. Whenever I stretch my stretch yawn.
It's like, what's wrong with you? Oh, I'm stretching.
Like what?
That's not what people sound like when they stretch, Alex.
Yeah. And then you tell them like.
People in the comments, please either let this guy know the truth of no one sounds like they're being stabbed in the back when they're stretching, or if you do sound like you're being stabbed in the back when stretching, give him a reason to have an ego boost.
What really matters here is the truth, and the truth is people just
let the comments decide what they want to decide. This is the internet. People are gonna say what they want to say,
and they're gonna talk the truth because.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten a comment yet. Like, what are these two Negroes talking about?
Yeah, who said they can have a show?
Who said you can drink liquor? Get back to them fields.
What year are we?
2019, but there's still that type of racism out there.
True that. You know, this is all
internet trolling.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I actually know where it is. Nope. Yeah, I do. I do the same thing.
That's what people say on the internet just to troll somebody. Just some
because it makes
ignorant, racist shit.
And it's able
has nothing to do with the total time period.
And they're so good at doing it because like they usually catch people who end up getting mad. Where it's like, you should know they're just trolling.
They're just trolling.
They're like,
and you know. Always get that person that's like, hey man, that's not cool to say. Hey man, you better watch out or else I'm going to bust my hose out on you. Hey man, seriously, my grandfather went through those times. Well, that's just like your granddaddy, you about to get hosed down son if you keep talking. And then it's like, you get stuck in this loop of arguing with somebody online when it's like, bro.
While you're getting heated, they're just like, bro, he's actually mad. He's actually mad. He's mad. He's mad. And I get like that too a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even troll anymore. Actually, my trolling has like died. Like I don't like troll people anymore just because like me. No, I don't give a fuck about that. It's just I get like sometimes I just get bored. Like eventually when it comes too easy, you know what I mean? A little bit. Sometimes it's too easy, just to make someone just like
Really
angry on the internet. Because I'm just like, really? Wait, you gotta turn on the light there if you can see it. Or can you see it? We should be at like 40 minutes or something.
I think so.
But
double checking.
But oh man, all right. No, unrelated news though. Like, oh my God, let me sit here and take the time to go. I really like summer, Quincy. Oh my God. Oh my God.
At least
Like,
you're gonna say names.
yeah, shush. All right, so.
Well, it looks like you have to edit this video anyway. So.
No, I'm not gonna edit it. I'm too lazy for that shit.
I'm too lazy for that shit.
But, oh
She already knows
man.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah. She already knows I'm trying to tiptoe in Jordans.
Tiptoe. Tiptoe.
Through the window, by the window, with me. Tiptoe through the tulips with me. We gotta do junk karaoke.
Yeah,
We gotta do a video for that. That'd be like.
By the way, for everybody that knows that song and they just immediately connect that with Insidious, we just want to let you know that's Tiny Tim. The guy, you know the pilot episode? of
Bum ba
SpongeBob?
dum ba dum broom. I'm just having wonderful. I'm just in my prime. Woohoo! Living in the sunlight, living in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
That song in the pilot episode of SpongeBob, that's Tiny Tim. Literally, he just writes a bunch of songs that are about uplifting and nice things. Insidious just happened to make it really creepy. So Tiptoe Through the Tulips is really not that creepy of a song. It's just
not.
a happy song about skipping their tulips, honestly.
You're skipping through a garden, basically.
Yeah, you're skipping through a garden past the window. Like, imagine children playing outside the window and you were watching it. That's what Tiptoe Through the Tulips really is.
Yeah.
So, for all of you that's like, oh, that's that creepy Insidious song. No.
It's the Happy Tiny Tim song.
It's a Happy Tiny Tim song. Insidious just fucked it up.
Put some respect on my
It's like how
dude's
they
name.
made Darth Maul look way creepier than he already was from Star Wars.
True. He was pretty creepy looking.
He was already pretty creepy looking.
But they
But
were
that
like,
demonic image with the whole wanting to get a child was like, now he's creepy and pedophilic.
Yeah.
Okay?
is it really pedophilic in that world? You know what I mean?
The
Like,
demon wants a child's body. I'm pretty sure it is.
yeah, but
And he wants to be inside of that child.
see, it's pedophilic in our perspective because of our culture, but in their culture,
What?
is
What
it really?
demonic culture where
Yeah.
every criminal act is
You know.
allowed?
Yeah, but hear me out. Let me just.
Don't hear out that situation.
Like in what's it called? Mexico, for example, the age of consent is like 13, for example.
What? I
Yeah.
thought it was 15.
I thought it was 13.
Is it 13?
Yeah, it's either. I thought it was 13.
I don't know.
If it's 15, then goddamn. But
Oh, then goddamn. 13's not. 13's all right with 15. Oh, goddamn.
I mean, goddamn, as in like, man, I totally missed the mark. Not goddamn, as like, damn, that's a shame. That's a disgrace.
That's a
Well,
disgrace.
actually, no. 15
Maybe
makes.
it's 13.
When I
13
think
is when you're allowed to do things.
actually, no. 15 makes more sense because that's when like the quinceañera happens.
So, yeah, quinceañera when like you
You're a
you
woman.
technically become a woman.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense more. So it might be 15. Fact check me in the comments below. I have a show called Savage Sundays where I talk about things in terrible PC and all that, and I'm usually wrong. But you can correct me just in case because, you know, the whole point of it is me to learn. And whatever.
Oh, shit, my cup's empty.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Thanks, friend. Always having my back.
That's what I do.
Dick.
But wow.
Wow. Why are you so mean to me?
I treat them so freaking good. I do.
Treat each other good. I'm putting this on upside down.
Yeah, we treat each other both. So we treat each other good.
Yeah,
I'm putting
we
this
do.
upside down.
We do.
Mhm.
Like
Yep.
brothers in arms, we just kind of got each other's back.
Dang right. That's why I cannot wait. Well, there's two reasons I cannot wait to get our own place.
I know,
You
right?
already know the first reason.
Yeah, I already know the first
I'm not
reason.
gonna say the first reason on camera.
We
but-
don't need to get into details about the first reason. All
Oh,
right?
it was funny. The way I wish I could tell them, but I can't.
No, you can't.
Because Like, it's just wrong to put
It's
someone's
wrong.
business out there like that.
You're right. That's a little too open
Yeah.
out there.
Maybe like when I,
sharing with your best friend
Yeah.
/ brother's one thing, but it's like
Yeah. Like,
sharing with the whole open internet's like,
yeah.
all right, now
like,
I'm kicking your ass.
maybe after, that person I get closer and they be okay with it. But for right now, that right there's a nay.
That ain't a good idea, son. Let me
That
tell you.
ain't it,
a good
Chief.
idea.
That ain't it.
You gonna get your ass beat one good time.
And I don't need that. I'm fragile. But the second reason is because we are just brothers. We work well. We both understand what we need for personal space, of course, as well. We know basic communication to each other. Like if I piss him off, he's gonna let me know.
Oh yeah.
And if he pisses me off, I'm gonna let him know. Simple as that.
And not only that, but we've actually spent a time where we actually did live together for like almost a month.
Almost a month.
And inside, it was with another one of our friends in a small ass room, and we were all chilling.
Yeah.
We helped each other clean that bitch. We made sure shit was organized.
At one point,
we even had rotations on where everybody slept. Like, all right, Justin get the bed, our buddy got the bed, Alex got the couch, I got the floor. And then it was like, okay, Alex got the bed, our buddy got the floor, I got the couch. And it was like, all right, I got the bed, Alex got the floor, our buddy got the couch. You just kind of
rotate.
It's kind of rotated. We just worked.
We even rotated for snacks.
Yeah, we even rotated for snacks.
We
Like,
just-
all right, who's gonna get snacks today? All right, I guess I'm going because y'all went yesterday.
Yep.
So I guess it's my turn.
And we figured it out. We
Figured it out, yeah.
for just a small room and all that. And I don't know how the hell we survived there for like a month.
We kept buying snacks.
I remember that we used to always leave to go do stuff like I would go home to just shower,
Pretty
clean
much.
myself up,
That's just because.
and then came back.
That's just because Justin. That's just because I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest, Justin. Your bathroom was never comfortable.
Yeah, no, it was not.
I mean, it's not even like your fault or your family. I mean, it's kind of
your family.
in a sense, but it's not like it was like dirty or anything. It's just that there was too many people there, and with your aging great-grandma,
just a grandma.
Yeah, with the aging grandma, it's like there was a lot of utilities in there that made it so that just using the bathroom wasn't just using the bathroom,
Yeah.
So it's different. It's definitely different. It wasn't the place where it's like, okay, I'm not used to this. This is the one I would do, so I'm just gonna go over here to take a shower real quick, but then I'll be back.
Yep.
But otherwise,
And let people know I'm alive.
otherwise, we made it work. It was perfect.
It was funny.
And that was like we were in high school. I think it was like summer vacation, right?
Yeah, summer.
Yeah, summer vacation. We basically all lived together. And the only thing we did was go home to make sure our parents made sure we were okay. Because again, we're in high school, so you can't just move out in high school. A lot of kids can do it. Some people have done it.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it just because you're very young at that age and you really have no source of income besides your parents. So you might as well just live with your parents rather than it's slapping a whole new bill on their
Facts.
life. But hey, you gotta do you.
Yep. But so I'm excited for getting our own place to wherever it is in LA, or even if we have to get outside of LA because of whatever reason.
Right.
Because housing in California in general
It's
is a beach, and you actually found some nice places with 3-bedroom apartments.
Oh, yeah.
And if we actually get a place with 3-bedroom, I think we can turn that into literally the podcast area.
Right, the podcast room.
Yeah, or we can just do everything in there.
Our office space. There it is.
Yeah, our study, as they would say.
The office room where we would go and do our office things.
Mm-hmm. That's my shit. All girls wanna be like this. But we're just eager to and also we probably said it before, we're just ready to get out of I'm ready. I don't like people.
I'm
I
getting to my mid-20s. He's starting to get to that level too. He's got 2 years left until he's in his mid-20s. It's just time, to just kind of just do our own thing,
And I kind of want to I don't
being a burden on our families.
I don't like also the boundaries of I'm stuck to, you know what I mean? I can't do certain things.
Right, the limitations of of being with family.
Exactly.
There are some limitations. I mean, of course, your family wants you to be who you are, but sometimes being who you are can be troublesome for other people.
Exactly.
Depending on who's around.
Mm-hmm.
Like it could be different situations. It could be different stories, different outcomes. But at the end of the day, people are always going to be different.
Yep.
You're going to be a little bit different from your family just because of the people that you grew up with, the way you came out as, what things you enjoy. And now some of the things you enjoy, your family might not enjoy. Or some of the things you want to do, you can't do because, lo and behold, you're living with mom and dad. Or you're living with your grandma and grandpa. Or you're living with your brother and sister.
Yeah. Here's an example. Like, I can't go out late for too long. Simply because, everyone's going to sleep with my granddad. The way he locks up, he locks everything.
Right.
He, bottom lock, top lock, and then puts the chain on. And I'm like, damn,
right.
Even if I had a key,
so,
I'm scared.
For him, it's like he can't basically not go home. He can't even just go home on a regular basis.
Yeah.
He couldn't just go home at 2 o'clock in the morning, fucked up, and be able to get in there and just go to bed. No.
Actually, on Thursday, when I went to after my date, it was late enough where my family were asleep. So I just went to sleep in my car. And
right, but that's what
and
I'm
then
saying.
I woke up around 5, and I was like, shit, they still asleep. So I went to Denny's, and I was like, I gotta kill time now.
That's what I'm saying. He couldn't even at 2 o'clock in the morning. If he was totally fucked up and he wanted to sleep in his own bed, literally in his own bed, he couldn't do it. Just because his grandfather locks his house up in a way that makes that no one else can come in after a certain after he's in bed.
Yeah.
It's not like he doesn't know that his grandson's out and about. It's not like he doesn't know that, but his grandson's grown.
Yep.
So he's not going to worry about him and be like, oh, I got to make sure I leave the door unlocked just in case, Alex comes home. He doesn't know when his guy's going to come home or not.
Facts.
He's 20-3. He's 20 goddamn 3. He doesn't know if he's going to come home tonight. He doesn't know if he's going to stay over at a girl house. He doesn't know if he's going to stay over at my house.
Shit, I was hoping.
He don't know if he's going to be passed out in the fucking motel because of a party. He doesn't know.
Shit, I'm telling you, I was so hoping I was not going to be coming home that night.
So, yeah, it's just that thing of where you kind of want to start setting your own rules and start learning more about yourself and how you would want to live.
Yep.
Because when you're living with somebody else, especially your parents or family members,
It's not about how you want to live,
it's not about how you live, it's about how they live.
And you have to abide by that, which I respect,
and
of
you
course.
abide by that because it's their home.
Exactly.
Even if you pay rent, let me tell you something, it's
Still their home.
Their home.
Yep. It's their name on the lease.
It's their name on the lease. They're the ones who decide to live here. They're the ones who set everything up.
Yep.
You just happen to be there.
Facts.
I know I just happen to be at my parents' place. That's why I try my best to make it so that I'm either working, going to school. I'm just out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Because my parents don't need to worry about their son anymore. He's not a baby boy.
Facts.
He ain't a little kid. My mom is in school. My dad building a business. The least that I can do for them is make so that they are not going to have to worry about me. That they can know, hey, you know what? He's at his own place. He's in school. He's doing his thing. All right, that's all I need to know. As long as that's good, I'm good. I'm going to keep doing my thing.
Yep. And for me, obviously, it just goes down to the fact that I know, my granddad. He's old.
He's old.
Like, he wants to. I'm pretty sure he does not want, us staying there for too long. Like, he's old. He wants to do his old stuff. Like,
he wants to be an old man.
Yeah, he wants to do his thing. Like,
he probably wants to shuffle around his house.
Exactly. Just
open robe, dick swinging with the heater on full blast.
I know, he already put the heater on full blast. I'm like, Granddad, it's 80 degrees outside. What are you doing? He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Fucking blast of heater. Seriously, I've gone to his house and literally it's like I'm sweating already. I just walked in.
And you're like, damn, like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, you starting up a sauna in here? I'm
his
like,
granddad likes to be warm. And
yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if you can't handle heat,
get out of the kitchen.
you gotta get out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Quite literally. That old man is not gonna change up his style because you don't like something.
And I don't change.
House.
Like, literally, I don't change anything unless it's broken. Literally, that's it.
That's it.
Yep. If, like, for example, my doorknob, change my doorknob because it's broken. He was like, all right, awesome. Hey, you fixed something in this house. I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
Like, you know, like I cleaned the whole kitchen in the living room.
That doesn't need to be changed, and it's like,
oh yeah.
Fuck?
For example, like I didn't change his cable box, even though I updated ours, like mine and my sister's. But I did not change his because I know he he's old school. I was like, hey, we've had the same cable box since I moved in. So like I got to change finally for mine and my sister's, and we're like, all right. I was just like, I ain't touching granddad's because hey, there's no problem with it. I ain't gonna
fuck with it.
Exactly. And then the funny thing is when he was like, oh, the guy come in, I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, did you have him touch my thing? I'm like, nope, I didn't have him touch your shit. I told him, hey, don't worry about it if he wants to change until something's wrong.
Fuck.
I think it's like under. I think it's like more under that way.
Actually, I think it rolled that way.
Wait, did it? Oh wait, yeah, it did. Oh.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, I thought I saw it bounce over there. I'm tripping. But yeah, literally, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna change I'm not gonna try to change my granddad's lifestyle after him living there for over 30 years.
I was about to say, that's the other thing you gotta realize about your parents and stuff when you're living with them is that your parents are getting to that age
where
trying to change them into a mindset of a millennial,
it's not happening.
Of a boomlet, of just new times is not gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Not really because they wouldn't want to learn about it, but more of that's what they have grown accustomed to is so deeply engraved inside of them that it's like, this is what I'm gonna do inside my house. This is what I want to do inside my house.
And then obviously, like if he comes to my house, yeah, he's gonna just do my thing, the way I do it. But by all means, I'm not gonna sit there and go to my granddad's house and we gotta change this gotta go. I'm not gonna do all that. Like
seriously, if I moved out and my dad decided to come over for a day, guess what? My house is gonna be my dad's house for a day, not just because he's my dad, but because I know he has a lifestyle that doesn't really pertain to me.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't pertain to what I do, what I at least can do for him is make it so that he's comfortable.
Yeah.
How do I make him comfortable? Put him in a lifestyle that he likes. What does my dad like? Clean, order. Clean, order, fun.
Yep.
As long as shit's clean, everything is in an orderly fashion, and we're all having fun.
And there's no wet spots on the floor to prevent wet socks. We're all fine.
No wet socks.
No wet socks at all. We ain't doing it, Chief. But oh yeah, definitely. So I'm I'm eager, of course. Hopefully, I preferably want to make sure we get to play with carpets. I'm a carpet fan. Simply because
a couple of places I saw were carpet.
Perfect, because I'm a carpet kind of dude. Simply because I like to walk around without socks every once in a while. It'd be nice to not have my feet be all cold to the touch as soon as I touch the ground. Like I already hate my floors back at home. They're wood.
Yeah, no,
so I'm just,
mine's fucking concrete.
Yeah, so
concrete quite literally takes on whatever temperature it is outside to inside. If it's -4 outside, guess what? Concrete on a building gonna be fucking -4.
Maybe 3. if it hasn't all transferred.
If it hasn't all transferred, maybe 3. But I would not get your hopes up, people. I would not.
Yeah. So I am definitely eager to get our own place, do all that cool stuff. And let me see what the time is, because I might still want to talk, but I think I'll just.
I got you.
Okay. Yeah. See, I might want to still talk, but keep going. But what I want to probably do is we can make this another segment for a Monday video. We can call it give it a cool name. We're at 1 hour and 6. So I think what we'll do is we'll keep talking, but we're gonna cut for the Nomikai podcast right here, and we'll actually upload a little special video for Monday. That means I got that covered and all that cool stuff. So let me just.
Go pee real quick.
All right, of course. And I'm just gonna cut. I'm gonna tell them bye. You want to say bye real quick first, also?
Yeah,
we can do that. We can slip it in. So I hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Please be sure to join us again next week. Of course, we make these every week. We try to get it on Saturday, but
get them out on Saturday.
Things just happen sometimes.
It's a little weird, but
yeah. And sometimes, and even though I could make it even after he gets over, sometimes I'm drinking, and then just for my own health and safety, it probably is a good idea not to come up here and all right, let's do more.
Let's do more. Let's do 3 more drinks after the 4 drinks you've already had.
Yeah. And I just had to push it again. So usually you'll see these videos on Saturdays, sometimes Sundays, And especially Sundays if I don't have a video for Sunday, which I'm supposed to make like Sabbath Sunday, but sometimes I get distracted and shit. So or I get lazy, honestly. But I got to get back on that grind. So of course, that being said, join us again next week so we can talk more about anime, manga, all that cool nerdy stuff, otaku culture, and we shall see you guys next time on the
Nomikai Podcast.
I'm Alex Xavier. I'm Alex Xavier. He's
Quincy.
And we will see you guys next time. Peace!